one way would be if I have to withhold information. If I have to withhold information, now I can't disclose how much I spend. I can't disclose how much I earn. And we see this sometimes because there are people who really can't do that. We understand. And that's because they have a spouse who is probably a spender, and they've been trying to see how they can, mitigate to reduce the impact of it on the family. All right. Imagine if you have a spender who is not thinking about all the outgoings in the family. It could put a lot of pressure, especially emotional pressure on the family. It's just a lot of stress. Okay, so if one is withholding information, you can't tell your spouse how much you're earning. Maybe you have an extra income coming, you can't disclose that. You can't disclose what investments you're making, then there's no financial intimacy. That's one. I'll let you share one.
Yes, there is no financial intimacy. What that means that there is financial infidelity. So financial infidelity is when people plan their resources together, plan their money together, and not disclose vital financial information. You have all kind of 7 credit cards your spouse know nothing about, and you're paying minimum payment. You have loans that your spouse know nothing about. You have things that is impacting your mental health, impacting the financial status of the family, and your spouse know nothing about. You have investment, you have properties you bought. I like the balance you brought though. The balance is that there are unique situations. For example, if you have a spouse that's a gambler, in a situation like that, you might want to keep some information because you know that when they have access to that, when the gambling energy comes on them, they don't know anything. They don't understand that something is for the future or this is for college fund. They spend it because in their head, gambling is an investment. I need to invest anything to get more, but they never seem to get anything. All right. So in a situation like that, that is an exceptional case. Okay, where you think that this person has a drug addiction problem and they need to fix themselves. Okay, so but in a regular place when people are holding information, there is no financial intimacy. When you are constantly disagreeing about or fighting about money, it means that you have completely different understanding about how money works. You have completely different priorities, how money should be spent. So that's another way where you find out that there is no financial intimacy in a marriage. Go ahead, please.
When one person is afraid to speak out, and it could be for any reason. One may just be that, I don't want to be a killjoy. My spouse likes spending. Every time I bring up the topic, it causes a lot of problem. Okay, so I don't want to come across as a killjoy. But the fact is that you're not speaking out. It could also be because you don't want to be shamed. You may have spoken out in the past and it just did not go the right way, right? So it was turned on you, and probably the other person picked on your personality, picked on just how frugal you are, something like that. But the fact is that you're not speaking out. I like the point you shared about financial infidelity. If we've come together and we've agreed that there's going to be shared planning on how we disperse our finances, then it's infidelity if I'm not disclosing that. If I then have to go behind to do certain things. All right. So if I am also not speaking out, it means I'm being stifled. I can't express what I really think. When we started and we're giving our definition of financial intimacy, one of the things we said is people are free to disclose their expectations, their anxieties, because there are people who come to a relationship with anxieties, right? They may have seen things really go bad growing up in their families. Probably they saw their parents in wealth and all of a sudden it looked like the wealth just disappeared. Right? So there are situations like that. For people with such anxieties, they need an emotionally safe environment to be able to speak out and tell you that what you're doing right now is putting a lot of stress on me and I don't like it.